3, 2,
You know, I'm just gonna say for the record that if it was my car, it wouldn't have fucking broken down.
Well, it's not my fault.
Yes, it is!
What do you mean it's not my... What do you mean?
I mean, it's... Okay, I'm just gonna say that if we were traveling via my car, I would have made all the necessary preparations and we wouldn't have broken down like this.
I've seen your car. The last time we were in your car, we lost a bunch of shit.
Lost a bunch of shit?
Yeah, we lost
Like
the
what?
SD card.
Yeah, okay, fine, we lost the SD card. I don't fucking care. What are you doing, Luke?
I'm recording this.
Why?
What else are we gonna do?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess might as well get an episode in. Why not?
Well, like, what is it? Like an hour? CA said.
Something like that.
Oh my god.
All right, so hi.
Hey, how's it going?
For those that don't know what the fuck's going on, we here at the Credit Zero, we were gonna go on a nice little fucking cottage vacation trip.
Yeah.
And, suddenly, out of nowhere, Drew's piece of shit that we were driving.
It's not a piece of shit.
Well, then why is it broken the fuck down?
It's only like 10 years old.
Okay, so what's wrong with it?
I don't know. Do I look like a mechanic? I know how to change a tire. That's literally all I know about cars.
Do you have, like,
And, okay, the other day, we used jumper cables.
I was about to ask if you had jumper cables.
I don't have jumper cables, though. We used somebody else's.
Fuck ass. Because it looks like you have, like, a dead battery. That's what I'm guessing. Because, like, the
that's
things
very-
aren't lighting up when you turn it on.
Yeah, that's very possible. We did have to change the battery when I first got the car.
That's a great sign.
But that was like a year and a half ago.
I'm really happy you're taking it in such high spirits. Anyway, we were supposed to go to a fucking cottage for this winter, have a little Credit Zero, you know, little huddled in coronavirus bubble fucking good time at, where was it? It was somewhere north.
Bracebridge.
Yeah.
Bracebridge.
Which, I mean, Muskoka is like the worst place to go in the winter. I don't know why we thought that was a good idea anyway.
I don't know why we thought it was a good idea considering we're on the fucking side of the highway and we're just waiting for a fucking hour.
Look, here's the thing.
Yeah.
We went up here to hang out as friends, right? Mm-hmm. What are we doing right now?
Freezing our asses off, dude. I don't know.
We're
about
hanging
you.
out as friends. Come on, hey, buddy, hey.
Only one of us will leave this car.
It's
Foreshadow.
You know, normally, Drew, you're like the first one to be like, oh fuck, in a crisis. I don't know why you're so fucking happy-dory and look on the bright side about it. I think it's to avoid the guilt because your fucking car broke down.
Happy door.
Look, I'm gonna say anything anyway.
I meant to say hunky-dory and happy-go-lucky, and it came out happy-dory. Yeah, give yourself a justification, baby boy.
For what? Trying not to, like, be miserable for the next hour?
Yeah.
Like, I go to
It sounds
work.
bad when you put it like that.
Yeah.
I go to work. I'm miserable for 6 hours. Mm-hmm. I don't need to be miserable on my vacation.
All right, fair. How's your winter been so far, Drew? I mean, we were supposed to get to like, oh, let's spend a week together, whatever. We don't even need to worry about anything like that. Episodes, who cares? Now we're just gonna be talking about our personal lives for people on the internet. Great.
Yeah, no, that's so different.
Yeah, but
Touché, but-
we did bring the recorder with us. I mean, we had to know that this was going to happen at some point.
This specific situation,
What the fuck
we
do
knew.
you know, Daryl? What do you mean we knew that we were gonna break down on the highway?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, please explain yourself.
There are
Is the
plenty of
battery
instances-
missing? Is it in Drew's pocket or Daryl's pocket?
Someone
you-
sabotaged us.
Did you break my car?
Yeah, I have a whole car. I have a whole car battery in my breast pocket. All right, listen, guys. This is just we got to deal with the situation in the moment, right? And this brings us together.
Yeah.
This little
Yeah, Paul, what is it you always say? Live in the moment with the little finger?
No, that was the, are we gonna break that down? So I used to be the president of an improv association at a university. President is just sort of like a prestigious title. It's more like just the person who does stuff, whatever the fuck. It's not a
Admin.
huge thing. Yeah, it's admin. But beforehand,
Batman?
I'm the Batman. Anyway, thank you. Yeah, I used to be ad man for Brock University, Brock Improv, and the
Yeah, we can say that.
can't we?
Yeah.
We've said it before
Yeah, that's why I was wondering why you were being so cagey about it.
because Brock Improv doesn't mean anything to the outside group, but if I say in a university improv club, people immediately know what it is, and then I say Brock Improv later, they're able to fill the blanks. Maybe look outside your own perspective for once. Maybe if you had done that, we wouldn't have been sitting at the side of the fucking road
You're right.
in the middle of a snowstorm.
If I looked outside my
Well, it's not a
perspective
snowstorm,
to
but-
Daryl's perspective and known he would have done this to us, I would have seen this coming.
Thank you.
Is there a cure for battery acid licking on your nipples?
Yes.
It's like leaking. Sorry, it's like leaking.
Battery acid licking at your nipples.
Just lapping them up.
The cure is a hand job, my friend.
What?
The cure to most things is anyway.
All right.
So yeah, I was one of the things that I really wanted to do as president of Bronx Improv was to redesign the logo and redo the catchphrase for the t-shirts because the design was 10 years old and the slogan was crap. I ended up going with live in the moment because that's what you do in improv. You live in the moment. And it's a like kind of catchy one-liner to just be like, yeah. Because beforehand, the symbol that I chose was like a finger pointing up, as if to go like, yeah, jettison that finger up in the air. My friend Ani pointed out later to me that next summer that apparently was a white supremacist symbol at the time. I didn't know. Anyway.
One finger?
Yeah, one finger up
One
in the
finger,
air.
one race.
I
What's
guess.
that what it meant?
I have no clue, but all I know is that like in emojis, that was like used to like dog whistle, like I'm a white supremacist during that specific summer.
That's very surprising to me.
So she saw the t-shirt design and went, oh no! And I was like, what?
I thought that was the Okie Dokes.
Yeah, no, that one as well.
They're taking everything.
They're taking
They're
everything.
taking everything with fingers. So just don't.
I heard they got
It's either
Elon
a
Musk.
fist or nothing. That's how it works.
So yeah, I replaced it with that because the design beforehand was a 10-year-old inside joke about a guy with his hands on his head, like a silhouette of a guy with his hands on his head. That meant nothing to the outside group. And the slogan before that, you three know it, or you two know what it is, was motherfucking yes and you can.
For people at home, it's without the motherfucking part.
Yeah. It was, so yes and is a thing in improv that people say to think they're fucking clever and they're not.
That's so harsh.
It's true! Anyway.
This whole thing's got you riled up.
I don't like sitting here with like nothing to do based on things we could have changed in the moment, and when I'd said, hey, let's take my car instead, you said, no, let's take mine, it's a better fucking idea.
Well, yeah.
Drew.
Because I've made this drive before.
Then what the fuck happened? Did you make it in this car?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Anyway, that's the story of that's the story of that. Do we want to talk about how our Decembers have been going up till now?
Sure.
Don't everyone start at once.
Yes.
Yeah. What about it?
It's doing okay.
Cool.
Hey,
Yeah.
Colitis.
What's your December been like? I don't want to check in with your ass more than I check in with you.
Other than that, it's been about the same. I bought most of my Christmas presents before the end of November, so I What?
Move forward, you dumbass.
Okay. I got most of my presents at the end of November, so I was like I'm pretty well ready to go for it.
Are you Jewish?
No, I bought them for other people.
Oh.
Did I miss something there?
I thought that like Hanukkah starts before Christmas. So I was
Oh, I
asking.
see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
8 crazy nights.
Then again,
I
Diwali
like that
comes
movie.
before Hanukkah, and that probably is closer to November, so that would have been a better joke.
Yeah, Diwali.
Festival.
What religion is Diwali?
What?
What religion is Diwali?
I'm gonna get it wrong, so I don't even want to say, but I want to say Hinduism.
Okay. Alright, I'll take your word for it.
Checks out. Anyway, so yeah, go on with your stupid
Yeah,
butt boy presents in November.
Other than that, I've just been working and trying to write as well. I'm developing a project to pitch to CBC, actually.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah,
Will you get money?
A radio play. That'd be cool.
All right, sweet.
We'll see.
And you were hoping, I assume, to take some time off, maybe get some writing done in a nice little fireplace place lit cottage and something like that. And then suddenly is there a fireplace there?
Yeah. Well, kind of. It's a furnace.
Like a wood furnace?
Yeah.
Okay, not just like a gas furnace.
Oh, you know what? I think
Do we have a fireplace there?
It's a
we have
thing
an
that's
oil
warm,
drum.
is what you're trying to say, yeah?
Yeah, I think the wood's fake, but
That's so fucking great.
We have a fireplace. Maybe not a fireplace. I'm thinking more like you open up the hood of a car and you just like warm your hands there.
Do you have a fireplace? We have an oven.
It's like saying, oh, go to the black table. Well, it's not quite black. It's more like white.
It's more like the absence of black.
Daryl, how's your December been looking?
My December has been busy, as it usually is. I've been driving around. I've been, getting some things here and there. Toronto is in lockdown, so there's not a lot of stuff I can get. So I've resorted to doing stuff online.
Oh,
And,
you're a dirty Amazon baby boy?
No, if I can help it.
Your hands.
But yeah, there's a lot of going to Vaughan and other places that are in the GTA, but not Toronto. It's very weird how lockdowns work.
Is like Toronto like locked down to the extent where like there's a border around it and like people outside ask like, what is your business here, like in Contagion?
It's not that bad.
Okay, I don't know. I genuinely don't know what like the red places in lockdown are
They've
like.
set up palisades and shit.
Yeah, I could see them doing that if like Toronto is legitimately like really, really bad. Like 90% of the people have coronavirus or something like that, and
It's
then
just
like
Raccoon City.
yeah, because then everybody coming out would give the Spanish flu or whatever the fuck they had in Raccoon City. I was just thinking of Resident Evil 4. What?
Spanish flu's real.
So is COVID, dumbass,
No,
you
I mean,
conspiracy theorist, Alex Jones.
No, I mean like comparing COVID to Spanish flu is not good foreshadowing, is what I'm saying.
Because they're similar. They had similar like pandemic fallouts.
Isn't that what we've been doing for like a year, is comparing the two? Not us specifically, but like...
Yeah,
The
but
world?
COVID didn't kill as many people as Spanish flu.
Not yet. It still has time.
That's what makes
I
me
have
depressed.
faith in
Yeah, Luke, give it a
That's
chance,
what's
man.
making me depressed.
I mean, didn't like every health agency come out and say like, hey, don't fuck it. This is a miserable topic.
Yeah.
But then again, we're talking about our Decembers and going like, I haven't been able to do much because of COVID. So I mean,
But to accent that to something a little bit nicer,
yes, please.
I have also been, jamming real times with real people.
What are we?
It's pretty cool. For a little while now, I've been jamming with this one other guy.
Can I have some?
Huh?
Jam.
Is his name Steven?
Yeah.
Steven Jam.
Wait, is his actual name Steven?
His actual name is Steve. Yeah.
I'm a god.
And,
No one man should have all this power.
Stab myself in the head.
I don't count the days. I just count the hours.
Is that a line from Rain Man?
No, it's from Power by Kanye West.
Oh, no wonder I
which is
haven't
what
heard it.
Drew was referencing.
I was referencing Rain Man.
What? No
Yeah,
one
he was
man-
referencing Rain Man. That's
Rain?
why I was like adding on to that.
No one man should have all this power.
That was in the casino scene.
Oh, cool.
Anyway,
I haven't seen that movie in a while.
it's
Continue
great.
with your story.
Dustin Hoffman plays someone with autism,
No,
and
I've
Dustin
seen it.
Hoffman doesn't have autism. It's great.
No, I've seen it.
You should watch it
I have seen it.
for the first time.
Ah.
So Jammin' Tunes? What genre of Jammin' Tunes?
I don't know.
Better watch your mouth.
Why?
I don't know, if you say the wrong thing, well, you're in a small car, dude. It's not like you can, well, I guess you can leave, but you'd like take a long time to get back to civilization as we know it.
All right. Well, what's the wrong thing? I want to say it now.
I don't know what the wrong thing.
I don't know. Beats. I listen to Beats. We play Beats.
Jam and Beats.
By Dre.
Yeah. Okay. We play house dance music live. We can only do it live.
How do you play house dance music live? What do you play? What instrument do you play?
The computer. We all play the computers.
I feel like you're bullshitting.
I feel like that's what I do with my spare time, too.
Yeah.
Oh, you just like sync via MIDI?
Yeah.
You just sink into the floor?
Via what is it? Firewire.
Oh.
We all go through a compressor. It's pretty.
You go. Oh, okay. So you put a compressor
compressor?
on the bottom end,
Like a vacuum?
on the back end.
Like a vacuum cleaner?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Shit.
it sucks up sound. Baby.
Shit, dude. You got like a fucking 24K?
I'm really impressed at Daryl's ability
yeah.
to have two conversations right now, because like, every time he just fires a thing off at Luke and then fires something back to me, as though he's been paying perfect attention to both of our statements that happened concurrently. Well done.
He's a professional.
Yeah. You have any more jargon?
No.
Okay.
LimeWire. That's
LimeWire.
Oh shit! Never mind. Real professional fucking musician on our ass.
Yeah.
December's been all right for me. Not really that much to report. I've just been like doing like small side projects and like hoping that something will stick. I'm kind of like hyper aware at this point that like 2021 is going to happen, and hopefully the vaccine is going to roll out soon. We're recording this in like right around the mid mark of December, so if something new has come out, whatever.
They've started vaccinating long-term care workers by now.
Yeah, they vaccinated Mitt Romney. There was a picture of it on Twitter. I have it saved to my phone now. And yeah, so I'm kind of like nervous once like COVID goes out, just going like, I need to like get things rolling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I was already like a penniless freelancer before COVID happened, so like I'm kind of using the Justin Trudeau excuse when yeah, that's right, we're ragging on Trudeau again. Welcome to the fuck Trudeau magic hour. There was that thing where the Indigenous Affairs Minister was going like, yeah, we don't have clean drinking water for all the Indigenous people, but if you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of a pandemic. And then one of the reporters went, you promised this in 2015, yeah? And the Indigenous Affairs Minister was like, well, this is a complicated process. And yeah, I'm very disillusioned with the current state of like everything right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so I'm using that same exact logic to sort of like defend myself and go like, yeah, I haven't gotten like stable freelancing work yet, but we're in a pandemic.
I'm allowed to procrastinate, or not even procrastinate, but just like
Oh,
be
no.
okay with. Oh,
Yeah,
are you
I'm not
procrastinating?
trying to procrastinate, and I don't feel okay with the amount of stuff that I get out. What sucks is that when I get something out, I'm like, I put a lot of effort into this, and people are going to notice, and maybe people are going to ask me for commissions based on how I did it, and then like the thing goes out and it's like,
It's a good summary.
it just sort of like sits there, and it's like 3 views. I'm like, sweet, dude. Getting the word out is hard sometimes. It's difficult to do those sorts of things. I've really missed doing improv because if it hasn't been more apparent ever, we actually made some decent tracts with like improv before the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
And
Like we had some turnout, is what? Yeah.
yeah. And I'm kind of scared for how improv as a whole is going to look after the pandemic, because I feel like it was like slowly building with a cultural shift, and the rolling up was due to fucking like people like slowly getting more and more acclimatized to it, and suddenly improv is either non-existent or online, aka it sucks.
My like prediction with that is not based on any facts, but just my gut feelings.
You think it's just going to return back to normal, like a big bounce?
No. It's gonna be people like obviously won't be able to spend all the money all the time like right away. So they're gonna have to pick and choose what they go back to first. So like if they want to go back to movies before they go back to improv, we have to wait for the movie theaters to fill up, and then it's our turn. Or if they want to see like stand-up shows before they see improv, then they have to wait for that to fill up before it. So it depends on how far down the rung we are.
I guess. I feel like stand-up and improv serve like two completely different feelings, you know?
Well, so does like improv and movies, but like a night out can be any number of things.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
I think, and this is a bold prediction here, but in the next 2 years, the movie business, the going to movies, that's going to be extinct.
Bold.
Like extinct, or at least a very, very endangered.
Do you say in the next 2 years?
Yeah.
Extinct. Going to movies.
Yeah, like it's all going to be either ordering online or like there's going
Ordering
to be
online through like Uber movies.
yeah Uber movies.
I'm gonna-
Delivery
I can
movies
see it. I
right
can
to your
see it.
door.
I'm gonna challenge you 100% on that, because like that makes sense for like the bubbles in which like we live in, but like the general populace, like whenever we think like, oh, leftism is on the rise in like this is a decent example, shut up.
Okay.
When people say like, oh, leftism is on the rise in the United States, it's actually like on the decline. It's just that the radicalization of lefties, so like the few lefties that you're seeing are more and more radicalized.
Yeah, you have more tankies.
Yeah, but you still have the majority of people and more climbing every day to be conservative in the United States. Not every day, but you know what I'm saying.
Every damn day.
Every day
Every minute, one lefty turns into a conservative.
for 6,000 pennies a day, you can stop. Anyway, so I think in the same sort of vein of that logic, I think that like a lot of our crowd will definitely stop going to movies, but I think that movie business 2 to 3 years from now will be largely unaffected.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of like people who really enjoy that experience exist.
Just based on like intuition alone, I have a feeling once things loosen up again, people will have a craving for live performance.
You think
like,
so?
Really want to go out.
I fucking hope so.
Yeah, that'd be
Because
cool.
the only stuff I've seen related to like improv in the last little bit has been online shows that like almost across the board suck.
Yeah.
I've gone to a couple of live or online jams, and they don't scratch nearly the same itch.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
Yeah. I've gone to see a couple of live show or online shows and stuff like that. One, I don't want to say who they are, but there's an improv troupe that's still somehow doing monthly shows, and I don't know how to tell them, like, I respect you guys a lot outside the coronavirus. You guys are being really irresponsible right now.
Yeah.
Like getting like guests and stuff to come in and watch.
What do you mean? Like they're doing shows in venues?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like people butts in seats.
Yeah. They're getting butts in seats.
It's not like they're doing a show in front of a camera.
Yeah, no. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if there's like a glass wall. But even just encouraging people to get out of the house more and go to like a venue where improv would even happen is kind of irresponsible right now.
Yeah.
We had like 2 meetings, one in March of 2020 and one in like, was it September or October of 2020? I forget.
2 meetings.
Where we agreed both of those meetings, let's forfeit the shows because the greater good is more important. And I want to emphasize, at both of these meetings, we were like giddily talking about shows that could happen once we're out. We want to do these. Yeah. I fucking miss doing improv with y'all. It's a lot of fun, and it's very versatile, and it's very therapeutic.
Yeah.
And like the one thing that you would need in a time like this fucking pandemic is the one thing you can't fucking do. Which is
good.
Yeah.
I'm your wife.
I'm the greatest
good you're ever gonna get.
Shout out to all y'all that came to the Credit Zero podcast for the timely The Incredibles jokes. That movie came out in like 2002, 2003, something like that. Probably, I don't know when it came out. I'm not your dad. I'm not Mark. Just name drop your fucking dad. See what I did there? Everyone go to his Facebook page and add him.
No.
Everyone listening to this, go add Luke's dad on
Facebook. That is a terrible idea.
He's gonna be so pissed.
This is what he gets. I wouldn't have even thought to do this if he did.
If you really have the itch to go to somebody's Facebook, add Steve on Facebook.
Add Steve. Report Luke's dad on Facebook for disrespectful conduct. If you want to throw racism in there, that's fine. I can doctor a couple images, send them your way.
Oh my god.
You think I'm not serious about this shit? I feel the walls of this car closing in on me. I need my entertainment from somewhere. I'm not even gonna edit this podcast. I'm just gonna release it straight from the SD card online so that it can be live and someone may listen to it while we're still in this car. And I can be like, yes, somebody get me and then I'll just doctor the images on my phone and then send them away. And I'm trapped in a car, but your dad is gonna be carried away in fucking chains. And that's what matters the most to me.
Oh my god. Coronavirus. Never mind.
Yeah, no, try it again. Take 2.
Coronavirus.
Take 3.
Coronavirus.
Good enough. Go on with your sentence.
Has made you so silly.
Well, that was worth the wait.
I don't know if in fact, I'd say that I'm a bit more of a serious person over the course of the last 9 months. I think I'm more bitter. That's an interesting topic. Since this sort of thing began, have you noticed any like changes to your personality from like forcibly being inside more? Maybe you were irresponsible and got a significant other during COVID. I don't know.
Were you looking at me?
I don't know. When did you get your significant other?
Like our second show.
All right, you're safe. You got yours definitely before.
Before that. September of 2019.
Daryl, you've had coitus before.
Come on, man. You gotta help me like that?
You're right. Sorry, Daryl, you haven't had coitus before.
His parents could be watching this.
No, never, sir. I am virgin.
Ha! We're all virgins here, aren't we?
Yes, virgin cocktail for me, please.
Yes. I say, Lord Drewsworth, I have been eyeing this fine dandy from across the room, and I have some questions for you.
Oh.
I was wondering, what do you do?
We're in a group.
We're in a group, yes. I could do it. I could do it one-on-one. It's fine.
Okay. For your first time.
For my first time,
You should probably one-on-one. Yes.
yes. How do you do that?
Well,
I know the belly button's involved somehow. I just don't know how.
Well, the belly button is optional.
Oh.
Yes.
Pardon me, sirs.
hello.
I do not like to eavesdrop, but you're not serious about this.
Eavesdropping? No, I hate it.
No, about.
Yes.
You know.
Spit it out, sir.
Come on, our time is valuable. We're literally doing stocks.
Fornicating.
Oh my word!
I was just listening, and I heard that word.
Excuse me, sir. This is a private do you know how serious I feel about eavesdropping?
I don't know, but I just heard, so it's...
All right, fine. You're in this.
All right.
You, sir. You dare talk about fornication.
Don't say that word again.
I'm sorry, pornication.
No, that's
My
worse.
goodness, you'll get arrested.
Coitus?
Sure.
All right, coitus like this.
But you're talking about it now.
Yes, well, that's because you introduced it to us, and we were just talking about frogs. I do love fried frog legs.
The belly button's my favorite part.
Yes, but it's optional.
Fine, you're off the hook now. But I will warn you, if you fornicate, you will be excluded from this exclusive club.
Ah, yes, Jack's Hot Links and Non-Fornicating Club.
Pass the adrenochrome, sir.
Of course.
I prefer group sex.
And scene.
That was the sound of a gunshot. He was shot.
He got executed.
Well, that was stupid. I'm glad you guys immediately leaned into the dumb shit that I was planning on doing.
Like when somebody breaks out a voice, you gotta go in on it.
That's true. Well, while I was waiting for
CAA.
No, that's what I'm fucking doing now. So we had to get in our own cars to meet up with Drew, obviously, because I live far away from Drew. So while I was on my way over to his place, I was voice messaging Luke, and I just kept fooling around, being on my phone, and somewhere along the line, I had just been yeah, nice. I had just started to do this weird New Yorker voice, pretending it was one of his customers at Costco, and just going, "Oh, excuse me, sir, this bun is too large. I'm allergic to things that are too large." And we kept going.
Yeah, we did.
Back and forth. Originally, I thought it was a customer, and then Luke was like, "No, those are my coworkers." And I was like, "Oh, this shift is too large. Oh, I need a smaller shift, or my face is gonna puff up because the shift is too large." And then that turned into, "Oh, my face is getting large. I can't be allergic to my own face." And eventually, it just devolved to me going, "Oh," into my phone and letting Luke listen to it while he was in the Costco break room.
The fact that one of your messages just evolved into you going, oh, does not surprise me in the slightest.
I don't do that to you. I don't even do that to Daryl, and he asks for it.
At the very...
I
The
want
very
the dirty
least.
messages.
Oh, Paul,
That's true, you did
Only if
say
they're
that
New-
earlier.
Only from the New York, you could be like, "Oh, baby, give me that cack."
at Tweed's Guide on OnlyFans.
Oh, stop. I'm not.
Cack lover.
I do not. Okay. No disrespect to the fine people of New York. I did once fall into this online sexting thing with a New Yorker, and they sent me one voice message that basically was like, "Paul, I want your cack," and I didn't expressly tell them let's move away from audio messages, but I did try. I did try going over text from that point on because I was. Well, it's because I realized if that was over the phone or in person, they would have heard my laughter and asked why. And I would have had to answer honestly, because I wouldn't have just been able to say "Oh, having sex with you is funny." No, I would have had to tell them, "Hey, the way you say Paul and cack is really fucking funny."
But if you actually did meet up with them in person, and things were getting hot and heavy, you were messing around with the belly button a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's optionally.
And optionally. Well, in this scenario, you're going all in.
Yes. Anyway.
And you just hear a water.
Hey, get over here. Hey, I don't see your cack in my pussy. All right, could you get me a soda?
I'm fucking
on
here.
that tits or what?
You coming on my tits, you're gonna get me a soda? I'm a little thirsty.
Hey, Stretch, come on my tits and get the fuck out of my apartment.
Janet Rossi from apartment 12B is a hoe. Oh, fuck.
And again, no disrespect for the fine people of New York.
Yeah, as we've demonstrated, we have nothing but respect. Whatever, we made fun of Italians last fucking podcast. It's like evolving. Do you think that New Yorkers, when they hear like a Midwesterner sexing them, they're like, "Hey Paul, I want your cock." Do you think they
How
like?
ridiculous does that sound?
Yeah,
stupid,
that
dude.
fucking sounds stupid. That's not fucking sexy at all. Like, what could they be thinking?
Yeah.
It's kind of like when people make fun of the British by going like, "Hello, love, give us a bit of your clam in it." That's how some of the British, not all
Some of the British, yeah. They have like 18 dialects? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's weird. They've got like simultaneously the sexiest and least sexy accent in the world.
Well, also, I mean, like, even just within England, not like Great Britain as a whole.
Yeah.
Like, between I actually really like Cockney.
I like Geordie,
you-
and like North England. Those are hilarious.
Do you like Cockney like for sexting?
I mean, it depends.
I love, give us a bit of that pussy.
Well, if it sounds like that, I
Oh,
probably
yeah,
won't enjoy it as
Gary.
much.
Give me a crumb of that pussy.
Actually, that'd be like a pretty interesting dom. Like Snatch. Hey, Snatch.
Hey, nice. I don't know. I don't know.
In South London, we don't wear condoms.
It's kind of like having your dom be from like Perth, where you're like, "Oh yeah, talk dirty to me," and they're like, "You was going, well, some of you know, man." And you're
He's
just
in a
like,
cowboy hat and nothing else.
"Yeah." Oh, he's wearing sandals.
That sounds like
He's
you-
from Perth.
Yeah, he's
That sounds like you're just getting fucked by an alien.
It sure does. Especially if they don't have their papers.
Aw.
You see what I did there? What? Oh, I'm sorry. Is there a stereotype of Perth people without papers?
No, xenophobia.
A pop?
You know, they have like an immigration camp, right?
In Perth?
In Australia.
Is that in Perth?
No.
Oh, shit, dude. I wasn't talking about Australia. I was talking about Perth.
Oh.
I'm not here to talk about the immigration policies of Australia on this fucking podcast.
Back to accents that are sexy.
Yeah.
Geordie is a funny.
Give us Geordie.
Geordie's like it's like
Oh, shit, dude. Am I the only one getting wet in here?
it's North England, so it's like, all right, love, you better see your minge, right? It's like
That
it's
isn't sexy
It's like
to me.
it's a little George Harrison, and it's like
I wanted to see it. I talked to you about that, right? The interview where he was asked why he wanted to finance the life of Brian
oh yeah.
and like throw $3 million at it, and people were like, "Why?" And he was like, "I wanted to see it."
Seems pretty good.
Do you think that maybe like someone should edit that out and replace it with like, "Hey George, why'd you ask to see your pussy?" And then you'd be like, "I wanted to see it."
Love
then
my
put-
cock is so hard in my trousers.
Yeah, no, that does absolutely nothing for me.
I like the dialectic. I like that it's not sexy, so it's sexier.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You like the subversion of it.
Yeah, it's the
like when a
subver-
tiny girl is a dom.
Sure.
What? That's subversion, ain't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know if it resonates with me as much as the North England. But
How many tiny girls have you been with?
Not many.
How many Northern Englanders have you been with? Well then. See, one of them's more of a subversion. You've met more tiny girls than North Englanders, North Gideoners, whatever the thing you call it. Geordie.
Geordie, yeah.
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 That was a journey.
No, it was a Geordie. If I was on a stretcher, it would be a Geordie gurney.
I'm sick and dying, love.
I don't think Scottish would be. Scottish could be like hit or miss. If
Scottish
it's like
could be very sexy if you nail it.
yeah, but if you're also you're probably looking at like the urban Scottish accents. If you're looking for like the real outskirts where they're like, "Hey, what's your name, love?" Like that sort of thing, where you don't even know what the fuck they're saying in their words, like Limmy's show accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's well, like Geordie, like
We are the police. Smacks ass.
Geordie, like overlaps with that. Like it's in between like a London and a Scottish.
I don't think so.
No. All right.
Just gonna disagree with you for no real reason.
Yeah. What if I just walked out of the car into the wilderness?
I wave you goodbye. Then I'd probably pull you back in because I don't want you bleeding out your butt. Daryl, least sexy accent and why?
I don't know. Most of the accents that I hear are all right with me.
You have sex with white women primarily, don't you?
Not
Not by choice, but
primarily. I would say it's a good split.
it's a split. All right, you live
what
in
and
a.
what?
You believe?
Between the leg and the other leg.
Somebody did it!
Out the barrel.
I mean, I guess you live in Etobicoke, so you probably see more diversity than like the rest of us
Yeah.
put to fucking together.
Yeah.
I guess, you know, like 50% would be white women, but then the other 50% would be others.
The other 50%?
50% of women that I've slept with.
What's your point?
If
with
you
the
look
white
at the
women
top
thing?
1% of the accents of the women I have slept with, only 1% are really funny. The rest of them, you need to not laugh. They'll get offended. What's my point with what?
Oh, with the white women thing.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, with a lot of like colonial accents, it's socially acceptable to like go like, haha, they said this word weird, but like with any other accent, it can be like a bit dodgy, so you don't ever like think to yourself, huh, what is this accent in relation to the coitus I am having?
Yeah, got it.
Does that not make sense?
No,
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do any of you find like southern accents attractive?
Yeah.
I've heard that they are. I don't.
Only certain times.
I think it's because part of my family is Southern, and like they're the type of Southern that's like. Think of the stereotype you think about the Deep South.
Like Honey Boom Boo's mom?
Think of the stereotype of the Deep South. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Everything you just thought of. Yes.
Wow.
I feel like this is a good segue to talk about Bible belts. I
Please.
feel like we
Yes!
promised
Yes!
that another time.
Oh my God,
On a
yes.
previous podcast.
I agree entirely. Okay, so Bible belts is a term created by Drew and myself. The year was the year of our Lord 2016. Because this, huh?
That checks out.
Because we were in Ottawa. So this is the first half of 2016.
Wait, was it 2016?
Yeah, because this was when this is
Yeah,
our
it was
second
2016.
year.
Yeah.
Ottawa,
at the beginning
last
of
summer
the year.
Yeah. So it was around March 2016. And Drew and I, we went to an improv summit in Ottawa. First time we ever went to an improv summit without our coach. These are the Wild West days. You know how, like, in university improv, there's a lot of rules that are like, you need to have these specific people with you, and you need to follow these rules?
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the
X court.
Yeah, the X Court.
Why did I say it like that?
I don't know.
The X Court.
I made my new villain today. It's called the X Court. Anyway, fuck you, Drew.
I guess.
So, yeah. So we were just on our fucking own. The rest of the group, they were like, we don't want to go to Ottawa, so they just didn't go because that was an option back then.
That's hilarious.
Now the next level, our coach was like, I also don't want to go, so she didn't go. We just went on our own. What? I don't know either. So
Did
we
you
were,
get funding?
huh?
Did you get funding to go?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like we didn't
this-
have to pay for a bus
Yeah,
ticket.
this was back in the day when the university students union just straight up was like, here's $5,000 in your bank account, spend it wisely.
Wow.
Yeah, needless to say, it doesn't happen anymore. But yeah, they just bought us tickets and were like, don't choke on your own dick while you're there. And we were like, well, I'll try.
On the bus.
Yeah, and we failed about 10 seconds in.
Didn't even make it to Ottawa.
So on the way there, we did a lot of things. We browsed fucking sex stories for like laughs and just was like, look at the genres of this one. This is weird. I think this was genuinely the first real conversation I had ever had with Drew, or any first actual conversations. Like, this is where we became friends.
Yeah,
so,
for sure. We kind of knew each other from a distance.
Yeah, but we didn't like. I don't even think we cared that much about each other beforehand because we were just like, we are different members on an improv team.
Yeah,
sure.
it was kind of like, I'm going to go to Ottawa. Oh, Paul's going too? Okay, sure.
Fine. And so, yeah, we talked about like what our improv set might be. I think one of the first things I said to Drew was, hey, we just passed a Denny's. Drew looked at me and said, fascinating, and returned to whatever the fuck he was doing.
It was such, like, not an interesting thing to say.
That set the dynamic for our relationship real fucking fast.
Yeah.
Then, along the way, we started talking about Bible belts. And Bible belts are basically shorthand for someone who is so attractive to you that a trait about them that you normally don't find attractive jumps from unattractive to attractive.
Yes. Contrast.
To an extent,
It's like
yeah.
a Persian rug.
What?
I really want to fuck an Iranian person now.
I don't
Looking at
normally
this
like
rug.
tassels,
No.
but...
When
I want to shag an Iranian, you know what I'm saying? Persian rug?
in a lot of interior design.
Shut up. Okay, go on.
You just pressed pause on me for a second.
Go ahead. I'm sorry for saying that.
Most rugs are for contrast.
Uh-huh.
To like match shit. and so it pops out. The colors don't match.
You have
but
the
you're
pause button. Do you have the fast forward button?
Holy shit.
Just go with your fucking story.
I'm just saying, like, it's more than just like, oh, it's an exception to the rule. It rewrites the rules specifically because of how attractive they are. So I coined the term because I was talking about someone who is in what I like to call the Bible Belt of Canada. I don't want to say where because like 40 people live there. It's a true Bible Belt, and like they're all Christian. So like if I said where, it would pretty much out that person. Just like look for probably the one girl at the time, because I was straight at the time, who like was around my age. Boogity boogity. Anyway, so yeah, she was a diehard Christian, and like I fell super fucking hard for her. And it never went anywhere. We didn't like talk more than like acquaintances at most. It was just one of those things. It's like, oh, 2 ships passing in the night, and one of the ships keeps remembering them for about a year afterward. I get crushes hard when I get crushes. So
one of the ship's mast is up.
yeah, exactly, and will be for the next year. That ship needed to see a ship doctor, and the ship doctor said, "What the ship fuck?" Anyway, so yeah, we were talking about like how that kind of resonated with us, and we coined the term Bible Belt specifically to talk about that sort of thing. Because beforehand, I was one of those, like, I may as well have been wearing the fedora between Drew and I, because I was one of those, like, atheist edgelords who was like, if a girl is Christian, that's slightly less attractive to me. But then I just, like, for that year, as soon as someone told me they were Christian, I was, like, intrigued. You know what I'm saying? Did you have an example of a Bible Belt in your case,
I
Drew?
don't remember having one at the time. I like
You knew the struggle, though.
yeah, no, I totally understood your experience,
My plight.
but I didn't have like such a strong, because I was still at the time, and like I don't have the largest dating history, as it might come to surprise you.
Unlike his dick, that is the
So
largest.
that is pretty large. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
largest part of my dating.
Largest part of his body, too. The femur, fuck that. His dick's bigger.
Holy shit.
In all 3 of the dimensions.
Talking about a horse cock?
It's the size and shape of an entire horse. Just looks like a horse connected to him.
It's a flesh horse.
Oh, wait, isn't a horse a flesh horse?
That's a lot of things horse.
Oh,
That's a huge thing to think about, Drew.
got, like, bones
Isn't a
and-
horse a flesh horse? Drew, 2020. We're closing off the podcast with these thoughts like for this
Give me
year.
the title.
All right, go on with your flesh horse theory.
Just gonna say
Yeah.
that I didn't have a refined enough palate. Sounds like a weird way to describe it.
No, I can understand what
I
you're
didn't have
talking
a
about.
refined enough like taste in women to be like, this is something that's a deal breaker for me. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Although I did find out, actually, you know what? I think I've said it on the podcast, but I guess I have a thing for vegetarians, which I didn't realize. But
Did you do that because, like, you fell for someone who turned out to be a vegetarian? And you're like, oh wow,
yeah, it's kind of like
that's Bible Belt. That's Bible Belt territory.
Well, no, because I didn't have a thing against vegetarians at the time.
It's still like minor Bible Belt. You know what I'm saying? It turned you on to them.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Bible Belt adjacent.
I still think like mine would be a strong Bible Belt, but I think a Bible Belt can still apply to someone where like you're indifferent towards a trait and then suddenly they become
It's like
attractive because of that.
the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper of Bible Belts.
Yeah. I had a Big Dipper Bible Belt. So this sounds like a pegging sort of thing. All right, Daryl, you seem to be itching to talk. You got an experience like this?
No, I was gonna say though,
Cool.
these things are kind of superficial, right? You know, they don't.
Nothing
really
more
hold a lot-
superficial than religion.
Well,
Wow! Never mind, you win the fedora for today. Wait, are you saying that the Bible Belt thing is kind of superficial? We can move on to another fucking topic if you want.
No, I'm just saying like
The CAA is only 45 minutes away.
it's only been 15 minutes. Holy shit! I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die. No,
You guys are taking this really, really well. I'm cold. Anyway, go on.
I just think like that none of these should be deal breakers, just because they're religious or whatever, right? It should be more about who they are, their personality, how they gel with you, right?
Okay, Daryl. Okay,
yeah,
Daryl. Okay, Daryl.
yeah.
Okay,
Counter,
Daryl.
counter,
Okay,
counter,
Daryl, okay,
fucking
okay,
counterpoint.
Daryl.
Everybody has something to say here.
All right, I'm dibs. All right, so it's not like those things are deal breakers in the first place. I mean, something could be a deal breaker. Maybe that could still apply to like a really strong Bible Belt situation. But it's like something you could still be aware that a trait is undesirable in a person, and you could still just be like, whatever. Like if someone smoked, for instance, Smoking is a deal breaker for me. But if
Same.
like the perfect human being came by and they smoked, I'd be like, let's judge it on a case-by-case basis. But if someone came along and suddenly I'm attracted to smoking after witnessing them, after having sex with them, after being in a relationship with them, etc., that's a Bible Belt right there. So it's not necessarily a deal breaker that she was a Christian in the first place, and I wouldn't I think my ex beforehand was a Christian, but it was just sort of like something that was like, I'm not really into this, sorry, this is a turn off for me. You can't help what turns you off. You can help what, you choose to be a deal breaker, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. But there is a distinction between a trait that you would overlook because you like the person versus something that you would not normally like, but you like hard just because this person is so great.
Yeah, because that
That's a
person's
Bible Belt.
that's a Bible Belt right there. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had that, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, I had a Bible Belt, definitely. I don't know if my last ex is a Bible Belt because I didn't care for anime, but towards the end of the relationship, I was okay on anime. I don't think that counts.
Have you met somebody more recently that liked anime and you're like, yes?
No, but that's because I
That's
haven't
probably
really
not a
met.
Bible Belt.
I haven't really met people more recently. Not to mention, to put it blankly, a lot of the people that I've met who are into anime fit perfectly into the stereotype of why I didn't like anime in the first place. So
your opinion's not changed there.
yeah, I mean, I've watched Cowboy Bebop since. It's a pretty good anime. It's a fun little romp.
Not seen it, but I've heard that.
Yeah, it's a good time. That's really it, though. That's all I've got to report on the anime front.
Wow.
But Daryl, I got a follow-up question for you.
Follow up.
So it doesn't have to necessarily be a deal breaker, but
Channel
what's
9 news.
something that
Put up news music.
is like a turnoff for you that is relatively common for people?
Throw in a scream, me. All right, go on, Daryl.
Okay, so people with little dogs.
Okay.
All right.
People with little dogs turn you off?
Yeah, I
Like
don't
a chihuahua.
I hate chihuahuas. I hate chihuahuas with a passion.
Oh my god. What if they have a puppy?
Little yabby. That's different because
What about a chihuahua puppy? What about a chihuahua puppy,
that's-
dumbass?
What
No,
about like a
there's
dog
no-
with dwarfism?
What about a chihuahua puppy with dwarfism?
Oh, I want to see that
It's a
so
mouse.
bad.
That would be so small.
It's like one of those bite-sized jelly beans.
Oh boy.
He's not saying eat it.
Yeah, I'm not saying you bite it.
Just so you know, if you don't, yeah, never mind.
You go to hell.
Here, take a bite of this dog.
And if you poop, you lose.
I just find usually little dogs are temperamental and they yap all the time, and their owners are so they're so make excuses for their dogs all the time, which is so stupid. It's like, no, you have a yappy dog.
So okay, so here
It sounds like you're making a judgment call.
I'm gonna set a situation up for you, okay?
Scenario.
Scenario.
Okay, scenario.
Scenario.
Robert De Niro.
We're 2 years in the future, okay?
Okay.
The year is 2012.
Everything is reopened. You're at a bar,
Yes.
okay? It's a nice bar. You mean
Birds are chirping outside,
You-
but they're
you-
robot birds because it's the future, 2012.
you meet a pretty lady at the bar.
Hello,
might be
I
a
am a
robot.
pretty lady, and I am not a robot.
You go up to her. You have a nice conversation. You're really hitting it off.
I think we're really hitting it off. Daryl Dean. He already gave you your name before, right? Ha ha ha.
So you exchange names.
Hello, I am RealWoman123.
She goes.
Sounds like the Matrix.
She has to step outside to go to the bathroom.
I have to step outside to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna pee on the streets. BRB.
So you take a quick minute. You're like, all right, I'm gonna search her up on Facebook. Just see a profile picture. You know, make sure she's real. And she comes.
RealWoman123. Oh yeah, she's real. Checks out.
Before she comes back, you notice in her profile picture there's a picture of a little dog. All right, she has a chihuahua. She comes back.
Hello. Ah man, I feel better after relieving myself in the streets.
Okay.
What are you up to? Nice phone in your hand.
You put your phone away.
Never mind. I'm sorry. I must have seen wrong.
She
She doesn't have object permanence.
Real woman.
the night continues on nicely, And she
I'm having a
asks
good night. I'm going to ask if you don't mind.
to go back to your house.
Would you like to go back to your house?
With
I
her.
want to pee in more expensive things. Can I come with you?
I don't know if I want to take you, RealWoman123. I think you're gonna pee in my, cutlery.
Daryl, play along. The exercise is about the chihuahua.
Oh,
How? Fine then, I will restrain myself and not pee in your cutlery.
all right. Thank you.
So-
So we can go back to my place. We'll watch a movie.
Yay!
So knowing that you're going back to your house, where there's no little chihuahua hair, but it is this person who owns a chihuahua,
Yeah.
is it still a turnoff? Is it still a deal breaker?
Well,
Daryl, baby, it seems you have something on your mind.
I don't think so, because that's not, that's just doing the deed, as it were.
What
know?
are you talking about?
It's different. It's sorry. I'm pausing our conversation for a
Oh,
second here.
shutting down.
Great. The deal breaker is the dog itself. If the dog is not in the room, if the dog is not present, then all bets are off.
All right. Can I take over then?
Yeah.
All right, so you're going back, right?
Yeah.
You're going back to your place. What do? First thing, you get inside your place. She goes like, wow, this place sure is nice. Where's the cutlery? I ask for non-pee related questions.
Never mind that. Here, sit down. Would you like something to drink?
I would love something to drink.
Okay.
Future Pete.
Can I
From your cutlery drawer.
can I interest you in a gin tonic with cranberry?
I would love that.
All right. Here, I got 2 of them. So
She opens her mouth to drink it, but then a bunch of fucking chihuahuas fall out of her mouth.
what? Oh my! Get out! This is so. Why do you have? Are you breeding chihuahuas in your body?
No.
No, that's convincing.
Anyway, they leave the room. They like jump out the fucking window. Like it's closed, so there's like, I'll repair the window for you. She gets up and she licks the window. It's like it was never broken.
What? I'm sorry. This is just a little bit too strange for me. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Oh, okay. She melts into the floor.
This is definitely the Matrix.
Oh my god. What? Should I call the police? I feel like she just died.
You pick up the phone. Hello, who are you trying to call,
Ah!
Daryl, what use is a phone if you can't speak?
Yeah. Yeah, chihuahuas start falling out of your mouth.
Oh my god. Oh, is this a dream?
Try not to speak, Daryl. The more chihuahuas fall out, the more you speak.
He's turning into a chihuahua.
Oh, God.
Oh my god, you're turned off by yourself!
I hate myself.
Oh, no. And the last thing you see before you fully transform into a dog body is RealGirl123. Was it Real Girl or Real Woman?
Real woman.
Real Woman.
She's a woman.
Sorry. RealWoman123. She's somehow still in your kitchen. You look up from her with your chihuahua eyes. She's peeing in your cutlery, eyeing you with this devilish grin, and she says the final words. I'll have what she's having. And see.
Wow.
What a
Real
nightmare.
feel 1, 2, 3.
This really is.
Real woman.
Oh, okay.
RealWoman123.
Real woman. She's a real woman. Okay.
That
She goes to another school.
that may
She
have
lives
been
in Canada.
that may have been my favorite sketch we have ever done on this fucking podcast.
Oh my god.
Just the idea of like someone like just throwing up chihuahuas and Daryl going, "Are you breeding chihuahuas?" No.
No answer.
Yeah,
No
shut-
explanation.
Oh fuck. You good?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Have you ever had like a Bible Belt situation, Luke?
No, I don't think so. I don't have enough dating experience, honestly.
Well, it can just be like finding someone attractive. Remember my original Bible Belt? I never
Yeah,
dated them.
I had a lot of crushes in like high school and stuff. Maybe, but I forget. Something my partner pointed out to me though is that like
Oh, boy.
I was on Instagram. Actually, you know who I'm talking about, Katie Stoll of Some More News and Even More News.
Okay, yeah.
I looked her up on Instagram because I didn't know.
You jacked off to her.
No.
Good, because that's creepy.
I didn't know what she looked like. I only recognized her voice. And I'm like, wow, she's really cute. And I showed Sarah, and she's like, oh, that's what your type is, Luke. And I'm like, what? And she's like, just like smart gay girls. And I'm like, yeah.
Is Katie still gay?
She's
T-stole?
got the vibe.
Okay.
She's got the vibe.
Maybe. I don't think so.
What is
She
a gay
probably has
vibe,
several.
huh?
Yeah.
What is a gay vibe, Luke?
Yeah, Luke. Who didn't even say she's got the gay vibe? Drew did.
Wait, I didn't say that.
Oh, you didn't? Who did? Wait. Hold the fucking phone. Someone in this car said she's got the gay vibe.
Run back the tapes.
I don't say the word vibe. I like to exonerate myself from this.
It was 100% Luke.
Okay, it was Luke.
Are you sure about that?
I
Yeah,
started
got
saying.
the
I don't
vibe.
remember the word vibe coming out of my face.
I started singing "She's Got the Look," so it wasn't me.
All right, so if you're responding to that, yeah, okay, it was Luke.
She got
What the fuck?
No.
You don't just get to deny it.
No, yes, I do.
Well, I guess you do. But it's no less of a dick move.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, and based on my history, it's like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Well, you said that we looked like a lesbian couple.
When did I say that?
You said that at an improv show.
Who's we?
My partner and I.
That you looked like a lesbian couple?
Yeah.
Weren't you like, yeah.
I
You
was
looked
wor-
very feminine that day.
Yeah, I was wearing a toque
Yeah.
and a jean jacket.
Yeah. You look like androgyny feminine that day.
Yeah, I don't mind a little androgyny in my life.
I don't either. You're trying to say it. You're trying to pin us on me after you said the whole gay vibe thing.
Yeah, I regret it.
You said it!
We got him. Scenario. Luke, you're in prison.
Okay. I'm in woke prison.
What?
I'm in woke prison.
Well, you can be if you want.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right,
not hard.
cool. It's just
Clang,
prison.
clang. Yeah, clang, clang. Clang, clang.
And scene. No, keep going. By all means.
Hey, you got any cigs?
Hey, keep it down in there, or I'll write you a bad letter.
He writes C on the wall.
That's the worst one.
Oh no.
You want the next one?
H?
What's it gonna spell?
I'm not spelling words, I'm giving you bad letters.
U?
Churn? Church?
Stop trying to guess it, it's not a word!
C?
Chutch? Chuck.
K.
No!
The prison guard has written the word Chuck on the wall, insisting it's not a word.
Oh my god, I gotta get out of here.
Take those bad letters, individual one.
He puts a space and then writes E, and then dot.
E dot?
Yep.
Oh no, it's coming.
C.
No!
H.
Please!
E.
Dear God!
E.
No!
S.
No!
E.
I'm killing myself.
You're suddenly taken to Mechanical Rat Pizzeria.
No!
You're put in the Mechanical Rat suit.
Put on a happy face.
There's another prisoner in the suit. Hey, listen, buddy, I don't like it any more than you do. But don't interrupt me. But we gotta both do this, or else we're gonna get 20 years. If we do this, we get 20 days. So, can you handle being in a suit with another man?
Okay, let's do it.
Now, the beautiful thing here is that in this scenario, and I got to choose this because we set the scene, Luke is in jail for killing a gay man because he's gay.
Oh.
So it's perfect karma. Wait, what? It's perfect karma.
What is happening?
In order to absolve himself of his sins, he has to spend 20 days inside a mechanical rat suit with another man.
My
Pay
car
for my
broke.
hate crime.
Yeah.
Okay.
My car broke down, and this is still the weirdest thing that's happened to me today.
Oh my god. I deserve this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Your face has to go into my ass part.
Yeah, this is ass man. He's in the suit with us.
And I know my real ass, but not, they're clothes, so it's not sexual.
Don't you fucking think it is. You fucking freak. I'm not sure if this is the gay rehabilitation plan we thought it was gonna be.
I don't know. I mean, I support rehabilitation in prisons, but I don't know if this is the best way to go.
Also, is this giant rat shaped like a centaur? What is the inner workings of this thing?
It's not shaped like a centaur, but there's like a man bursting out of the face. And his ass is particularly placed right above Luke's face.
Right,
Yeah,
and he's just like dangling down there.
Yeah.
Also, bear in mind, these two are in that position person to be punished for a hate crime in an institution built for children.
Yeah, and then there's a third guy who's like bursting out of the face of the rat. We're beyond that now. Do you think kids are gonna be happy with a slice of pepperoni pizza and a chance to gamble? Hell no, they're gonna be scarred forever. Have you ever been to Chuck E. Cheese?
I don't think so.
What? Have you been to Chuck E. Cheese?
Hell yeah, I've been to Chuck E. Cheese.
Daryl.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's basically like the arcade we went to in Waterloo, except they also have tickets.
No.
And a jungle gym.
And you
Yeah.
can
I
buy
don't
shit
remember
with the tickets. They sell
Might have
like
to.
video games and like candy and shit.
I think the Chuck E. Cheese kids when I was growing up were the richer kids. I didn't get to, I wasn't friends with them.
I only went twice, and
Yeah,
once
I was a
second time
Maoist when I was a kid.
Fair enough. The second time I went, I was a little bit too old. I was like 15.
Yeah.
Too old.
That's
It's like on the edge.
yeah, but you can at least be like, I'm too cool for this shit.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, wow, what a
rule the
fun time.
basketball game.
I remember once, for I think it was either geography class or gym class, we straight up went to a fucking like Chuck E. Cheese type place with tickets and everything.
Really?
Gym
And
class.
like even then, I was like, "Why are we doing that?" Like on the way there, I watched Team America: World Police. We were adults.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like when we got there, I was like, "This is cool." I don't know why. And we just fucked around, I guess. It might have. Oh no, I totally know why we were there. It was also laser tag, and it was like a reward in gym class for not sucking at the game or whatever. So we got to go to laser tag, and the winners, as you can imagine, were the jackasses who took off their like thing, their like laser tag like
shit-
armor,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
stuff you
and
shoot.
hid it behind a wall and put their gun overhead.
And they, like the teacher was like, I don't give a fuck, do whatever you want.
Teacher wasn't even part of the laser tag. Otherwise, like, he would have kicked us with his goat legs. You know what I'm saying?
Is your
You would
teacher?
have just walked around the laser quest, just boom, boom.
Fucking kids.
Mr. Tumnus, your gym teacher?
To an extent, his name was. What are the chances that he's gonna get out on this pod? Can I say his name? Can I say his real name?
It's up to you, buddy.
What's he gonna do?
Flip
Get
a,
doxxed?
flip a coin. If it's heads, say his real name, but don't tell anybody.
Sweet. All right. His name was Mr. Gilbert, and the reason I can't like fake this is because there was a pun based on his name.
Oh.
And the first advice I got was from this like Aussie exchange student from the high school before I even went there, and he was like, "Yeah, take PE, physical education, grade 9. Otherwise, you're gonna have to take it in grade 12, and it's gonna suck." And he was like, "Yeah, you're probably gonna get Mr. Gilbert. Don't call him Mr. Gilbert. Or he's gonna kick you with his goat legs." First thing I learned about not even the guy, high school.
Goat legs.
Yeah, so needless to say, did I ever tell you guys about my gym teacher and the Scottish accent and stuff like that?
Oh.
I was bored, so I just put on a Scottish accent to see if I could fool him, and I did. And then I realized, fuck, I'm gonna have to keep this up the entire time. And also, I'm gonna make sure that like it doesn't bleed over, so he doesn't notice my normal fucking voice in the other classes, in case he's like a substitute or something like that. And I'm gonna hopefully like pray that the other kids don't say anything. Otherwise, he's gonna think I'm this weird fucking schmuck.
Or like a budding sociopath.
Yeah. Well,
Is that related to how you started doing the Australian accent as well?
no, that was just natural. Thank you very fucking much. Though it's very faded at this point. I was listening to some streams I did in 2016, and like that was like right after I'd lived there, and I was like, holy shit.
You barely ever say nar anymore.
Nar?
It's like,
Nar.
I can't do it
Oh,
perfectly,
Nar?
No.
Nar?
No.
but like there's an R at the end.
No.
No.
I never said that.
Not that dramatically, but it was
Yeah.
definitely noticeable.
There are certain words that I say where it's like clear it comes out.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
in this
Nar.
sentence you probably can't hear it, but if I say like Doritos, it comes out.
Snarl.
Those were your
height
peak
of snarl.
Dorito eating years.
Peak Doritos.
Ugh.
Is it a budding sociopath thing to fucking put on a
Like, let's see-
Scottish accent?
To be like, let's
Specifically
see what I can
Scottish.
get away with. Like, that
Dude,
would-
I was saying let's see what I can get away with since I was 6. Yeah, I'm a budding sociopath then. If I was just like
So when are you gonna
bored...
bloom?
Huh?
Oh.
When are you going to bloom?
Well,
Fucking got him.
we're in a fucking like car on the side of the highway, and if I killed all of you and left, I
Whoa.
don't think anybody would notice, but I'm not gonna do that, so not today.
We have it on tape.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
who's
that's
gonna
true.
see the tape?
What if I was like, wait, is it a crime to... Okay, so I said I was going to kill Justin Trudeau. There's a lot of sociopath behavior now that I'm thinking about it on this podcast. But if I was like, Drew, I'm going to murder you tomorrow, and then Drew ends up dead tomorrow, am I liable? Am I on the hook?
I think you're a suspect.
You're definitely a suspect.
All right. I don't need to worry. I'm not going to kill you tomorrow, but like, I am going to kill you tomorrow.
Now that's even more suspicious.
But you need motive. Do you have motive?
Yes.
Said-
Yeah. We've been building it
once-
for the last year.
I once
been
said
building it for the last
fascinating
hour.
to something he said.
Yeah, and he didn't even mean it.
Plus, a good enough motive is like, we should have taken my car.
Yeah, that's actually
yeah.
fucking true.
Yeah.
Thank you, Luke.
That's
Yeah.
like a plot of a NCIS thing.
What's the
What
most
have you done, Luke?
dramatic piece of media that you've consumed lately? Like the one that's been like, holy shit, this changes everything.
Like, the way that I see media? Or like,
It's the way you see the world, my man.
I haven't been enlightened
See
that
the
recently.
world.
I don't know. That seems like pretty dramatic.
see the world.
Something that's like really changed you, and just been like, you know what? I view this differently. Honestly, for me, it might be Death Becomes Her. I would try to watch 10 new movies every month, and in there I had 2 Zemeckis films. One was Death Becomes Her, starring Marilyn Monroe, and
Marilyn Monroe in a Robert Zemeckis film?
yeah, and by that I meant Meryl Streep.
Okay.
It stars Meryl Streep and who's the guy that was in Die Hard, but he sucked ever since?
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis, thank you. I like how you knew. Yeah, Bruce Willis and Marilyn Monroe and a couple of awesome other people. I didn't even mean that. That's the best part. And I also watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I thought I was going to be like, holy shit, Who Framed Roger Rabbit's fucking amazing. Its pacing sucks.
Yeah.
Its pacing is so terrible. Like, it's just sort of like, it introduces the villain and it's like, and here's the reason that I did all these things. Oh no, I'm dead. It fucking sucks, dude. That's all happening in the last like 4 minutes of the movie.
Oh, you know what? Something that did change my thing is I was listening to a podcast talking about Avatar, like James Cameron's Avatar. And when I saw it, I was like, yeah, it's all right. Oh, the effects are cool, but it's okay. And they made a really compelling argument to like why it's like one of the greatest pieces of post-colonial texts of the 21st century.
It's just Pocahontas. Wait. Okay, you know how they connect with their ponytails in the back of their heads?
Yeah.
They kind of look like donkey tails. If you wanted to have sex with a donkey in the Avatar universe, do you think you could just connect with a donkey tail and just be like, well, we're having sex now?
Yeah, I guess so.
Was that in your podcast?
Yeah, that was part of it, yeah. Something that they pointed out, though, is that if you see it on Amazon Prime, they edited it out.
The tail or the donkey scene?
The sex scene that they, like, when they connect the thing, because they're like, oh, it's a bestiality. Because
What?
Because they connect the same way to their animals as they do by having sex with each other.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, they
then
edited-
just don't call it sex then.
They
Edit
edit-
out the part where they said like, this is sex, Jake Sully.
Yeah, they edited it out. Jeff Bezos did.
Why don't they Jeff Bezos.
Bezos! I'm gonna give him a call.
Please do.
Yeah.
You ever heard him laugh? He sounds like Master Hand from Smash Brothers. Yeah, he sounds like a cartoon villain. It's great.
Hilarious. I heard that he'll park anywhere he wants and just pay the parking ticket. Like he parks like an asshole.
Yeah, yeah.
That does
Yeah.
not
You heard that from me.
Really?
Yeah, I talked about it like last time I visited.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe it was you.
It's the best way to show that like when the punishment for a crime is a fine, that crime only is for the poor.
Yeah.
I remember hearing this too. We did it on a podcast.
Oh, yes. This sounds like us.
God fucking damn it, Luke. You were like, you want to know something new and original and totally cool I heard the other day? Not from you.
Okay.
I heard it about a month ago. I don't know.
Yeah, it was on a podcast starring 4 assholes that don't deserve to have a podcast.
I like how in this situation he also thinks of himself as an asshole too.
Yeah. The fuck's up with that? Either that or there's a 5th person in our podcast we haven't discovered yet.
Oh, boy. The CAA guy.
It's the mechanic.
I was thinking RealWoman123, but sure. That way, we'd finally be gender diverse on the fucking
there you
podcast.
go.
She's
A robot
definitely
woman.
real.
I think I've said this before, but every time it comes up, I feel guilty and want to point it out. When Credit Zero started, or when After School Arcade started, we did have a woman in the founding members of the podcast, and then she had to like quit to start her own thing. I just feel guilty, and I realize that like it's still very balanced towards men and stuff like that, which
Yeah.
is what improv in Canada at this point in time kind of is, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's a boys' club.
Yeah, sadly.
It's a white boys club.
Which is interesting because I remember my friend Ross. I think I already brought this up on the podcast too, so I'll be quick with it. My friend Ross said that he joined his university's improv club to meet girls specifically because it was so girl dominated at the time,
That's cool.
which is interesting.
Pretty rare.
Yeah. There's little pockets of like female-led improv.
Well,
Little pockets of female.
Little pockets of female. That's the.
That's what a vagina is.
I got a pocket
terms of-
full of female.
I gotta go home and check my email. I really like lyrics or something like that that's really like nonchalant or stupid or something like that. I think I've pointed this out before. I really like when like describing a sex act you finish it with and then you go home. Try it. Like give me a sex act, Luke.
A Cleveland steamer.
Oh, give me a one that's not gonna make me throw up.
That's disgusting.
Rimming? Fine. Rimming is where, Drew, since you asked, I'm gonna...
Yeah, I
focus it
did.
onto you.
Totally, yeah. I really want to know.
Rimming is where one partner takes the butthole of their...
They take it.
Yeah, they take the
It's
butt
theirs now.
of the co-partner, and they use their tongue on or in it to induce sexual pleasure, and then they go home. See, it's great. It's great.
It's kind of like the more like
Take the
wholesome
butthole.
version of saying in bed at the end of like a fortune cookie.
In bed. Wait, at the end of a fortune cookie?
Yeah, you've never done that?
Oh yeah, I've done that.
I've opened a fortune cookie, if this is what you're asking.
Luke, have you ever done a fortune cookie in bed?
What the fuck are we talking about?
No.
It's basically you read a fortune cookie out, so it'll say like
While you're sitting in a bed? Wow, you really invented things, Isaac Newton.
it'll be something stupid like
It sure is.
this week you will prosper
Okay.
in bed.
It'll say that on a fortune cookie?
You should in the
Oh, like you read it out loud and then add in bed at the
Yeah.
end. You fucking third grader? Is that really what you did for fun?
Oh my god, I'm saying it's similar to that. What is wrong with you?
And also, like in bed, not like you can't say something more explicit. This because the Sunday school teacher was gonna hit you.
You're in a public restaurant.
What's more... I feel like if it's more explicit, it's less fun. Like, when you're having sex with someone... Hold on, let me
When
Google
my
fortune
penis is in a vagina.
Yeah, it's got to be like an innuendo, not
Oh, why does
just
it have to be
literally
straight
saying.
sex, Luke?
When my
Yeah,
penis
Luke.
is being stimulated.
All right, good enough. Fortune cookie messages.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, roll off
I'm
a couple of
such a
the
geek on
classics.
this podcast.
All right, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say the thing with in bed at the end, and then I'm gonna say the thing with like a more obvious version of in bed. A faithful friend is a strong defense. Version 2. A faithful friend is a strong defense. In bed. You fucking third grader. You laughed immediately. Third version. A faithful friend is a strong defense. When you're fucking them. There we go.
I don't think that was a good one.
Fuck a faithful friend.
All right, fine. A friend only asks for your time, not your money. In bed.
See, that's a good one.
A friend only asks for your time, not your money. When you're fucking them. I don't know. I like that one better.
Yeah, that one was a good one.
But after you're fucking them, they want some money.
Yeah. And then they go
That's
home.
a friend.
Also, I really like. I googled fortune cookie messages, and the first, you know, when those like people also ask things on Google.
Yeah.
First thing was, are fortune cookie messages real?
What?
And like,
Please tell me that's like posted by somebody below the age of 15.
and the weirdest thing is, Wonderopolis. I'm sure there's more context for this, but I don't want to find it out just because of this fun thing. They answer no.
Yeah, funny story. They're not real.
They never existed.
They're like the low budget version of Snopes.
They're doing some sort of like Stockholm Syndrome-esque sort of like manipulation where it's like, it was never real. It was all in your imagination.
You're not gonna win $1 million.
You're never gonna be a millionaire. Thank
Imagine-
God we got Regis Phil. Yeah?
Imagine if like he did gaslight the contestants over the course of the show.
Just sort of, he just like hit them and was like, what are you talking about? I'm sorry, studio audience, did you see me hit them? And the studio audience, like, it does the past the audience thing where it goes, and then it all
like,
comes
no.
in no.
You're not gonna be a millionaire without me.
It's just like, well, I guess the audience voted. They didn't see. If you want to phone a friend, and like they've replaced the person's friends, but like with people that sound exactly the same. So like the person calls up their friend. It's like, hey, did Regis Philbin hit me? It's like, no, they didn't. And in fact, I never really liked you, and I think we should not talk for a few months. The thing goes back, and they're just sitting in the hot seat. Like the hot seat's getting hotter by the second.
That would be such a fucking freaky short film. Like, that would be so cool.
Yeah, we should get Regis Philbin to like do it. And the best part is, it would add to the freakiness.
Yeah, do like the
You're
Irish
not
man.
wrong.
Yeah. No, I'm not like Regis Philbin as he currently is.
Oh.
Don't touch him up. We can like, we've got fishing lines and like hooks to put in like his
We
face.
get Jim Henson on the
So we could, yeah, Jim Henson. Jim Henson's dead too. We're gonna have to Weekend at Bernie's Jim Henson to make sure that the Regis Philbin thing works too.
Guys.
Weekend at Regis Philbin's featuring Jim Henson.
Yeah. You know, it's not spicy enough. We could get like someone else who's dead.
Marilyn Monroe.
We could get Marilyn Monroe. I don't know. This sounds like a death becomes a situation that I'd be down to film. Yeah, you're right, Luke. This is a twisted idea. Why did you come up with the idea to put Regis Philbin back from the dead?
I didn't do it. Daryl, you saw it, right?
Audience. Yes, you did.
Play the clip.
That would be such a fucking freaky short film.
Yeah, see there.
Now play the gay vibes clip.
Yeah.
Is Katie still gay?
She's got the vibe.
Okay.
Got the vibe.
All right.
I knew it!
Yeah, it was Luke the whole time. That's the twist.
Twist.
You stick the finger in and twist. You've never done that?
In what context?
Yes, that one.
You stick the finger in, then the fist.
Oh,
A millionaire.
I've definitely not done that one.
It's you have to do like the Super Mario thing when he's hitting the block, but you have to do it with someone's butthole while saying a millionaire in a Regis Philbin voice.
Are they hanging from the ceiling in this scenario?
No,
Like a
you
trapeze?
twisted freak.
No,
What?
like a trapeze. I'm not talking from the neck. Like a.
I assumed it wasn't from.
Jesus Christ.
Are they choking themselves out?
Oh, this is getting twisted. This is getting twisted, sister.
Twist.
I've never listened to their music. Is it good?
No,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
it's like my dad's music.
It's like hair metal.
Your dad made music?
Or not
My
hair
dad,
metal, but
my dad toured.
Your dad toured?
My dad toured as a drummer for
What?
3 or 4
That's
years.
crazy. What's his name? Can people report him on Facebook for racism?
What kind of music did they play?
He played like
The Pixies.
He played hair metal in the '90s, which was fun.
Ooh, that's, past the time, isn't it?
It's
Welcome to Luke's dad.
It's on the, yeah, it's on the decline. But he was good. He was quite good. He still is pretty good.
Alright.
What's your dad up to these days?
Well, he works from home.
And next topic. Drew, go ahead.
I can't see him for Christmas
that's
Why
true.
not?
That's pretty
because
sad.
of COVID.
Oh,
Yeah, it's safer that way.
yeah, I guess. We're gonna get back by Christmas time. I mean, I'm assuming. I don't know whether we're still going to go, or if we're just gonna like get CA pulled back to your place and then just go. All right, we try to go back to our
Just
own
leave.
houses.
Oh no.
I guess we'll have to be
All your cars work. It's fine.
great. So I have to drive for 2 fucking hours. What? The dead of fucking night, in the heat of the night.
In the heat of the moment,
What's that song by? Asia?
telling me what you have missed.
Speaking of hair metal,
Is that hair metal? I don't know what
it's like
anything is.
It's like proto hair metal.
Proto hair metal?
It's kind of hair metal. It's
Kind
like,
of hair metal?
It's sort of. It's like lighter hair. It's more poppy hair
It's the
metal.
bowl cut of hair metal.
I think you're just saying words at this point, Luke, if I may.
No, I'm saying words that are indicative of things in the world.
Alright, I'll accept it.
Okay.
Daryl. You've been trying to speak for a little bit, and I want to give you the floor. I'm sorry for doubting you.
Yeah, sure. So I'm going to have my neighbors over for Christmas. That's a pretty big deal.
Oh shit!
Because my parents are like, I don't know, we can't really have anybody over for our annual Christmas dinner. And so our neighbors are only 2 people. So we figured if it's the 5 of us, that's probably okay. But
5?
yeah, my neighbors are, they're just 2
3
of them.
plus 2 is 5. Paul.
3?
Paul.
5 a lot.
Paul, are you okay? Paul,
You okay?
Paul?
Huh?
Paul?
I have come back to reap the sinners. Anyway, go on about the 6 people that you're going to have over for Thanksgiving.
We just put up our tree. And now
No one bats an eye anymore when I say stupid shit. Go on.
and now it is just, it smells so fragrant in the house. It smells like Christmas.
Things can smell fragrant without smelling nice. If I farted in your room, your room would smell.
Please don't
your
say
mom
that while we're
celebrate
in this
Christmas
car.
Yeah, we all do.
Y'all do.
We all do.
You all fart in your room? What?
I was asking if
nobody's
Daryl's
allowed
mom
in my
celebrates
room.
Christmas.
Nobody's allowed in my room if I'm farting in there.
If I'm farting in my room, get out of my room. Wait, who doesn't celebrate Christmas in your household?
No, nobody.
Nobody celebrates Christmas in your household? Then why are you bringing your neighbors over?
Nobody doesn't celebrate Christmas in my house. It's
That's a double negative.
What about your neighbors when they get invited over? Do they celebrate Christmas?
They celebrate it before and after.
But not during?
The only time they don't celebrate Christmas is when they're at our house.
Is that why you like have your neighbors over to like fulfill the like 24th, 25th, and 26th of celebration?
Yeah.
It's like the gap teeth of neighbors in Christmas.
What are you talking about?
Because then if there's a gap in your teeth and then someone else has like a tooth that perfectly fits there, you ever kiss someone where you had a gap in your
How
teeth?
big is the gap?
One tooth big.
Also, like, I find it hilarious that it's like that's how you find your soulmate. You have gap teeth and they have like meth mouth with like one tooth. That's straight in.
You chew food together.
I can't imagine, like, if your teeth got locked, and that's at least happened once in history.
Yeah, braces do that.
Braces do that?
Yeah.
Like two
Braces
people
do
with braces kissing, or just like
Yeah, they
braces
get
with one
locked and
person?
get stuck together.
Yeah, that's happened to me.
You kiss someone with I want to hear this
I
story.
had
yeah, no
braces
kidding.
And I kissed somebody with braces.
I was hoping the story would be more elaborate than that. You need to work on your storytelling skills. Try
Okay,
again.
So I had bottom braces, and there was like a wire that stuck out at the end.
All right.
And so, part of my mouth that's fucked up is I have an impacted molar, so there's just a part that's not connected to the tooth. It's just wire, tooth with wire, tooth with wire, okay?
That sounds like a medieval torture device.
Yeah, well, that's really what braces are.
Got it.
Welcome to the
anyways.
magical world of orthodontics.
Yeah, and she had some Invisaligns or whatever on her front teeth.
Was she cute?
Yeah.
All right, you sound hesitant. Well, technically cute.
She had a dog, but
She did have a little dog.
Did she
I think her
piss?
name was Real Girl. 1, 2, 3.
Did she piss in your cutlery?
No.
Okay, cool. That's a
But her
winner
dog-
than me.
That's a different story. But
Sorry, hold on. We're not going past that. What did you just say?
oh, well, her dog peed.
Oh, okay, never mind. I heard it wrong. Go on.
what'd you hear?
Never mind. Go on.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, we kissed. We like really lunged at each other at one point. and
Whoa.
then so we
How old
kissed.
were you?
Oh, I was a teenager. Whatever. Enough questions.
This is a crime in some place. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. We were both teenagers. It was perfectly legal.
No, I'm not saying that. Anyway, go on.
So, anyways, yeah, we sort of went at it really fast, and then the bottom locked to the top.
Ooh.
And it was we wanted to pull apart, but we couldn't.
Yo.
Did you have to get like outside help to get unstuck?
No, so we just like sort of pulled apart.
No, you gotta push together to pull it apart. I know this.
And no, so it wasn't like a Chinese finger trap. It
Oh, never
was
mind.
a little bit more elaborate.
Sophisticated.
Like we pulled it out, and for me at least, the wire got undone. So like part of the wire was just out.
Like one of your teeth came out with it, like it was in her
Dangling.
mouth.
Yeah, I had dangly toothitis.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so now I got a question. Picturing that in my mind, you know how some people have like cages around their dick? Or like,
Like a ball cage.
yeah.
You said that so excitedly.
You know how some people have like things to make sure that their like thighs keep in place, like wires and stuff like that? What if like that happened, but during coitus, not necessarily during making out, as teenagers?
Wait.
So like you have the equivalent of braces on your vag or your dick,
Right.
or anything in between, and then you like go at it with someone else, and then it locks like one of those perfect wooden puzzles, like a key slipping in a lock.
Then that's your soulmate.
Yeah, that's your soul.
Yeah.
Gonna have to be, I mean.
yeah, you're stuck together.
Yeah.
You better learn to like each other.
So that's a
You walk down the aisle with your significant other, it's just you're dragging them between your legs. I want this one for mom.
I mean, I'm hoping that they're as equally consenting when they're going down and they're just lazy. They're just like, go ahead, just drag me, wee.
Yeah.
I've never had that, believe it or not, I've never had that exact scenario happen to me.
Did they still have to get like walked down the aisle by their dad?
Yeah, their dad is just
Like holding their hand.
Oh my god, their dad has like a foot brace and it's connected to their foot brace. It's just like a big old like, what's that thing? Like a streamer line? You know how when you like have streamers connected to streamers?
yeah.
Yeah, you just have this big old streamer line of like human beings piling into a church.
It's the whole family.
It's the whole family, yeah. Oh, that would make it extra romantic, because then you would click while having sex, and they're like, oh, you are the one. And like only now somehow do you realize that her dad is connected to her foot, and then her mom is connected to her dad, and it's just like her
They just
cousins
had a
fly
really
out
big,
of the room.
They had a really big blanket.
Yeah.
Once you marry me, you marry all of us.
Question. Okay, if someone in the middle of the chain dies, do they have to be disconnected and take the rest of it with them, or do they just like go, well, and bring the dead body with them?
You need bolt cutters.
Yeah, but do you reattach the other family members, or do they get to go free?
That's the chain is broken.
The chain is broken.
It's
Oh
like
my
a
god.
conga line.
So
You
there's
start
like
a new conga.
So there's just like several chains throughout the world, much like Burger King and like Pizza Hut. There's just several chains throughout the world, and it's just sort of like, if you find them, you're just like, sorry that somebody died in your family, because you know.
Yeah, you're all related.
Yeah.
Unless you get one of those like people who see it and think it's a good idea and start like a franchise, their own chain.
They would have to be teachers, or at least work in a school, otherwise they
Why?
could never have kids. Either that or they never send their kids to school.
I mean, or they would just homeschool them because that's a thing that people do.
I forgot about that. Homeschooling is a very alien concept to me, especially since I live in the region that I live in, so the only examples of homeschooling were situations where, like, it was basically like, I don't trust the real world with those flu vaccines, so we're gonna make sure that we teach you America! That's all they teach them.
America.
Yeah, and then somehow our region decided to elect one of those people as the Assistant Minister of Education. And he's younger than I am.
Well, there's
Sorry, Master
also
Yeah.
Oh my god.
there's also
Okay.
like if the only people you know are through school, it kind of makes sense that you don't know homeschool people. Not that the only people you know is through school, but like
Oh my god. You've cracked the code.
like like high school and shit. Like it's very likely that
Yo.
people don't meet them.
Yo, is this the Mummy? Are you Brandon Fraser? Is this the Da Vinci Code? Are you Tom Hanks? Is this National Treasure? Are you Nicolas Cage?
I
Keep it going.
wish.
Keep it going, Luke.
Are you Harrison Ford?
No,
Is
you
this
did it
frantic?
wrong.
You did it wrong. You have to say the movie first.
Are you
Nope, still wrong.
Are you frantic?
Nope. Is this? Begin with is
Is
this?
this frantic? Are you Harrison Ford?
All right, Daryl.
Is this the Grinch? Are you Jim Carrey?
Is this Muppets from Space? Are you Chevy Chase? Hey, that rhymed! Oh, I'm so happy right now. Was Chevy Chase the guy? It looked either like Chevy Chase or it was Chevy Chase.
I haven't seen Muppets from Space.
I don't
With
like
Chevy Chase.
Can we not mention him anymore?
Why?
He's a kid.
I think he's an asshole.
Yeah, he's an asshole. He's
I
a
thought-
serious asshole.
One of my friends made me watch one of the National Lampoon's Vacations.
Yeah.
We started watching the Europe Vacation. It was so bad. It wasn't even like, oh, this is funny, it's bad. It was like, man, this is slow paced. This sucks. They have a whole bunch of stupid European stereotypes that are really outdated. And even in his movies, he's an asshole. He doesn't even pretend.
When it comes to that movie versus Reality High, # Reality High, what would you rather watch 3 times in a row strapped to a chair?
Reality High.
What? Why?
Because, I mean, at least I can make fun of it.
At least it's real.
We
That's-
know it's real.
Takes place
Did
in
anyone ever
reality.
say in the fucking movie, that's reality?
I have not memorized the script.
Second question, follow-up. If they did they ever say, that's reality, and then look into the camera and say, hi?
Hi.
Break the fourth
That's
wall by
reality. And I'm Real Woman 123.
I really like the character. This is what sucks about improv. If you ever create like a really cool character in an improv scene, you can't develop them in another improv scene. Otherwise, it's not really improv. You're just sort of like,
Well, it's
remember
like a
this
different
character
type
I
of
made.
improv. Like you
Even
can
it's
do
kind of-
ongoing shows,
Yeah,
but
but-
that's like a different category.
Yeah, but-
it's not what we do.
I'm also talking about like if you create a character in one show and you're like, wow, that's a really cool character, a lot could be done with that. You still can't bring them into another show or another game or something like that without diminishing the improv because you're coming into it with a pre-decided character.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, like,
If it pops up spur of the moment and you were like, oh my god, boom. I did that a lot in my third year where I created like characters like Westbrook Van Eastbrook Jr., yeah, where he was just like reporting on things and he was really terrible as a reporter. So anytime there was like a news scene, I'd just be like, hello, my name is Westbrook Van Eastbrook Jr., I'm here on the scene. He'd always talk like that. And yeah, then you could bring that up, but like if you pre-decided like, I'm going to be the archaeologist named Samson because he got a lot of laughs in my
like
last
before
scene.
the ask for. or
Yeah,
even
before
after.
the ask for anything like that, yeah. Although I think every improviser's guilty of doing that at least once in their life, yeah.
Probably.
It's
Yeah.
always a temptation.
Yeah, Daryl?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's. I think the improv comes from the scenario itself. If you come in with an idea of something, I don't think it's breaking the rules.
But it's also like it's informed by how you're feeling in the moment, like even like that day.
Yeah.
Because if you're really feeling like mischievous and like villainous,
Which
then
I
you're
always
probably
am.
going to lean more towards the villain archetype than
That's true.
on a different day.
We, three of us at the very least have done improv with a guy named Jeff, and I will tell you right now, the improv itself depends wholly on how Jeff is feeling that fucking day. Because he's going to mess up your entire scene if he decides to. There are some people that just like to take hold, you know what I'm saying?
Some people just like to watch the world burn. That really reminds me. You know, I'm getting into this new game.
Solitaire.
I don't know if you guys have heard it. It's
Yeah, up top! Woo!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck you, Daryl! Fuck you!
Fuck you.
Fuck you! 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 What, Drew?
Fuck you. I was about to join in.
You are not.
I
Shut your
was!
fucking
So
mouth.
that took you a long time to figure out what you were going to do.
Yeah, it was like 30 seconds,
I
and then
was-
after we stopped, you were like, huh, fuck, damn it.
It's a two-word
I was
song.
trying to get a hang of the lines.
It's a two-word
All right.
song.
Go on with your thing you were
You don't have to
saying.
come up with new
I was waiting for the chorus to come back around.
What?
It was only chorus.
We were in verse 2.
I thought you were at the bridge.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an old game now, but Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh man.
Sorry.
What a world do we live in that's an old game now.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you. How in the fuck is Red Dead Redemption 2 an old game?
Well, it came out like over a year ago now.
It came out pretty much exactly a year ago.
now.
Maybe a year and a half. That's not old.
Well,
You know how old gaming is?
You know how old people are?
We're in the generation of PS5 and Xbox X Series.
And we're always
therefore
on our
it's old.
phones. You
Yeah,
know?
but Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out for those consoles.
I know.
It's our avocado toast.
It's not even out yet.
we're living in a cyber.
Yeah, it's literally an unreleased game.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming soon to a console. How is it an old game?
To be
Fuck
fair,
you.
you could probably say the same about Skyrim.
Skyrim,
though.
I was just
Yeah.
about to say, yeah. They're going to release it for the 18th time. All right, go on with your
You
bullshit.
see that mountain over there?
I was playing this ancient game. You may have heard of it. It's called Cyberpunk 2077. It came out a week ago. Fuck you.
Oh, by the way, for those that are listening in the far future, that joke was hilarious. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, whatever. What was I gonna say? You guys distracted me. Holy
Some
shit.
stupid bullshit about Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh yeah, it's just like everybody is a character there. Like the guy.
Yeah, that's how it works.
The guy that you play with, the people you interact with, even just like regular NPCs are just like they have life to them.
I'm gonna. That's what characters are. I'm gonna introduce you to my game design 101 class. Your mind's gonna be blown. What do you mean by
You ever-
everyone's a character, Daryl?
you ever
Go ahead and
played the-
expand.
Well, they just it's so colorful. You can like greet them and be like, hey,
Yeah,
good-
and and
it's a good day today, and they'll be like, yeah, that's about right.
I like this game because you know, when you push the button, it does a thing. I love riding in cars.
Man, I got excited about a new game.
You know, when I was a kid, we'd hula hoop.
When I was a kid, you'd touch a ball with a stick and you'd be lucky if you didn't get the Spanish flu.
When I was a kid, we'd go to the factory and bully our parents.
When I was a
Only
kid,
one of us would come back.
when I was a kid, we didn't have food.
Yeah, and in this video game, that's also true.
You don't have food?
Yeah, it's very scarce.
I didn't sit down till I was 17 years old.
And by then I knew discipline.
I'm sorry, my chair wasn't Instagram. You ever heard like old people talk as if they like gotcha in a statement like that?
Yeah.
I had one conversation with an old person who was like that, and I'm not gonna say I owned their ass, but I came up with the
But
best.
it was sore afterwards.
I came up with the best fucking comeback to that. I just like stared at them just blankly and said, I don't know what that is. And they're like, Instagram. Like, it was a thing saying Instagram. Like, I forget what the context was, but I've been making fun of it ever since. They'd said something along the lines of, like, when I was a kid, we just talked to each other. We didn't have Instagram or something like that. And I just looked blankly and was like, Insta what? Instagram. And I was like, what's that? Is that like a service or something like that? And they're like, it's on your phone. And I was like, oh, it's like an app? You're like, yes, it's like Facebook. And I thought like I could do the face what, but that would be too suspicious.
Like double
so I was
down on it?
So it's like, oh yeah, no, my sister has a Facebook, so it's like Facebook. And they're like, yes, but it's for pictures. And I was like, wow, that's cool. And then they just walked the fuck away, and I was like, internally, I had to stop myself from being all like, yeah. What the fuck's up, old man?
Yeah, you file that under Paul Droto's Savage compilation.
Yep. With every other imaginary event that probably never had, like the old man didn't exist.
Yeah, this is just in the shower. You're like, oh, I got him.
I got him.
I fucking got him.
Meanwhile, the shower doesn't work. I'm in some sort of derelict house.
Yeah, I'm so cool.
It's like my final words before I starve to death.
Yeah, you're in like a DMT dream and you're fighting with an old man.
The day I take DMT for the first time, which will be never, I'll be dead in the ground, eaten by worms before this happens. I'll let you know what I dream about.
You usually meet a deity.
Data mining Taiwan. Death. I was gonna say death by something, but then I realized by doesn't begin with an M.
Death my tits.
Death my titties. Oh, dunk my titties. What's wrong with me?
Titties would be great.
All right, you were about to say something about DMT?
No, never mind. I'm not gonna say anything.
Paul, I need your cock. Please dunk my titties.
Please, if you will, DMT. That's such a time saver.
Dunk my titties.
They're so
lukewarm
large.
water. Please dunk my titties in maple syrup.
Keep going. Please dunk my titties in Magic Eye. Please dunk my titties in BP oil. Please.
Please dunk my titties in silly putty.
Oh, non-Newtonian fluid would be awesome because like you dunk it in and it re-emerges and it's like wet, but then it gets hard.
Yeah. And if you go hard during sex, it'll be like solid.
I'm not sure if that would be fun to feel though.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be good or bad.
You'd just be feeling rocks.
What's new during sex? Am I right?
They both.
You got any kidney stones yet, Daryl? You're old.
Funny story. No, I haven't gotten them, but they
is
have
funny.
formed. They have formed.
They formed?
Yeah.
So you have them.
They're
I
there?
do have-
Are you gonna have to do the Sonic Gotta Go Fast surgery?
No, but so what happened was, like
That's how they do it.
I work with like medical students, so sometimes I'm used as like a prop for them.
So
to
they
do
like
tests.
scanned your fucking liver or whatever they're forming? They're
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That's how
kidney
they
stones
scan-
are probably in the kidneys.
They scan my kidneys, and then
They scan your liver and they're like, what are these doing here?
Oh, that's a problem.
you gotta move your kidney stones back to your kidneys.
We gotta
Like,
move your
just that
kidneys
way.
to this location because that's where the stones are.
Yeah, and so the guy said, "Oh yeah, it looks like you got a couple forming in there. We'll see if they get bigger."
Did he
or
say
not."
that like that? He said it's like he
Yeah.
found a couple of sea monkeys in a jar. What a disrespectful fucking doctor. Well, like, oh, there's a kidney stone. Hello, we'll call him Jake.
Oh, you got a bun in the oven
Call
over
me
there.
back when these start to fight.
Yeah, but,
You're about to give birth to a kidney stone. It's gonna make your penis bleed.
Yeah, so he said, it may never come out. They may just stay on my kidneys forever. But
Like most
they're-
babies.
Oh. Well, I don't like that one.
Yeah? Is this the one? Go on, Daryl.
Yeah, but it's not likely that it will bother me anytime soon. So there you go.
Just like funereal silence across, and we're all just. I don't know about you guys, I was still thinking about sea monkeys.
Sea monkeys are cool.
Are they gonna, like, hurt?
Sea monkeys?
Yeah.
They're so
No, I was
small.
talking about the kidney stones.
Sea monkeys can't hurt you.
Yeah.
Kidney stones are small. They can still
My
hurt.
dad used
But
to
it
tell
goes
me
through
before
people.
bed.
So what?
Sea monkeys can't hurt you. They're not real.
Not really, anything will hurt you.
You good? You good, Drew? You shone a light in Drew's face. You
Oh,
good?
sorry, Drew.
That was so bright. I'm just thinking about the thing you said.
I hope you're okay. We can't end today on like that topic. Someone come up with something for fuck's sakes.
Oh my god. This CAA guy is gonna be like, oh, what's your podcast? Let me listen to it.
Why are your windows so steamy, boy?
Yo, we could have waited until like the fucking guy showed up and we would have like special guest alert. You'll never guess who the fuck we got this time.
I'm just trying to do my job.
Excuse me, sir. I've read the document. It's Governor Jesse Ventura.
Yeah, former governor.
I discovered the other day that I can actually do a Duke Nukem impression, which is weird because I haven't played any of the games before. Mm-hmm. It's super fun doing like certain impressions of things, and then you just like tuck that away as like this is a thing my voice can do. Drew, as a professional actor. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean,
You learned about the
You
Bertolt
literally-
Brechts. You learned about the Antonin Artauds. You learned about
Grotowski.
Grotowski and Grotowski's weird fucking way of walking.
you just said that you can do a Duke Nukem impression, but then didn't do it. I feel like that is the biggest cock tease.
All right, fine.
Blue ball us, Paulie.
What do you want me to say?
Hey, Paulie! Blue ball me, Paulie!
Dick my tits in orange soda.
Hey, Paul, dip my tits in orange soda.
How was that? That was unpracticed. Unpracticed and sitting down, but yeah, that's what Duke Nukem sounds like, right?
Sitting down. Is it better standing up?
Oh, it's super bad. Okay. Yes.
Super better.
No, genuinely, the two pieces of advice that I could have for any budding voice actor is number one, stand up, and number two, open your mouth more when you talk. Those are like the two things that every amateur voice actor like doesn't do, and it harms their performance.
That checks out. I mean, in our voice classes, it was all about opening your mouth a little bit more.
No,
And
Using your
And
diaphragm.
accepting the Twinkie.
yeah, exactly. And you got to open your diaphragm. That's why you got to stand up. It's why you
a
don't
big thing
usually
in, like-
see like paraplegics, doing choir, unless you're watching Glee. In which case, my favorite part of this is the actor isn't like paraplegic, isn't in a wheelchair,
Right.
And when he does his singing things behind the scenes, guess what he's fucking doing?
standing.
He's standing. So the behind the scenes of fucking what's his name, Artie?
oh, I don't know.
I think so.
That sounds right. That
Yeah,
sounds right.
the behind the scenes of Artie is him standing the fuck up and kind of like. I get the show is kind of going like anybody could, but if you ask me, you should get a singer who's in a wheelchair who can't stand. Then that's proper representation. At the very least, don't hire a guy who can't sing unless he's standing.
Yeah.
That's super disrespectful. Anyway, go on with your bullshit.
I was also saying that like one of the things that they tell you to do is make sure to get the shoes you're going to be wearing on stage because it helps you get into character more. And I believe with voice acting, the way you're standing and shit, the shoes would make a difference there.
I think I could go either way on that one. My high school drama teacher made us perform every single thing we were going to do in bare feet before we got our shoes for that, specifically to make sure that didn't happen and that wouldn't be like confined to what shoes we wore.
Oh, I see.
Because he had heard about that stuff and I guess he was just like, that's bullshit. So
My
yeah,
argument there is they still put thought into the shoes, therefore it's still a relevant thing.
yeah, no, I'll accept that. But I think it was just sort of like the opposite. What was this example that I heard the other day? Oh, right, a racist and a person who wants to get do away with racism are both thinking about racism a lot, but they're
Right.
thinking about it for entirely different
Coming at it
reasons.
from a different
you can't
angle.
just be like, wow, they're the same. You ever seen those fucking like online comedy videos where
Oh,
it's like
yeah, 100%.
a woke and a racist finding out they believe in the same things, and you're just like watching and going, I think a racist made this.
I feel like this has an agenda.
Yeah. It's fucking really weird to watch.
Oh, Dios mío, my leg.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Sweet Jesus. Wait, I got
Sweet Jesus.
I got
Ah,
gifts
my
for
cock.
I got Oh yeah, take my cake.
Take my cock and
You know,
dip my
I
dick.
just realized fucking if like you were maybe going to have sex with a New Yorker who knew martial arts and they said, "Oh yeah, take my cake." You wouldn't know what to expect. Yeah, that was a really dumb joke. I'm sorry for subjecting you guys to it.
That's good.
Take my kick.
Take my kick.
And if they were a memer, you wouldn't know 3 ways over.
Oh boy. Kick is staying.
You want to do some tests on my kick?
Hey, my kick is itchy. Why don't you kickle it up with... Never mind.
Kickle my kick.
A car!
I'm so fucking envious.
Oh my god.
That fucking... I don't know if anyone could pick that up on the mic, but yeah. Car just fucking zoomed by. No real fucking cops or anything like that checking it out. Nope.
Zoom, zoom.
The streets are so fucking clear.
Is that a Mazda commercial?
Yeah. Zoom, zoom.
And there they go back again. What the fuck?
Just turn around.
It might have been a different car.
Okay.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't it?
It's the same fucking muffler.
I don't know. Maybe it was like the muffle crew.
Yeah. Around these
We them
parts.
boys. Oh my god.
Again?
Well, that wasn't the same direction. I think they're just leaving.
Oh, okay.
I don't fucking know.
You know when somebody revs their car up like that, what they're saying is macaque. Macaque. Look at macaque.
I feel like isn't
What's my favorite monkey?
Macaque.
I feel like we're just slowly melting at this point.
that was fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Isn't the stereotype like, oh, my dick is small when they have like a no muffler or something like
Yeah,
that?
but they want to portray a big old cack.
And they wanna draw attention to it.
What if like someone like, okay, it's the future, right? The year is 2035. A guy has a brilliant idea, right? He has a big flopping wiener, right? He has one of those like baloney ponies. You know what I'm saying?
Like in girth or in length?
Yeah.
Both. What?
Yeah.
He's got a
Like a
hog.
flesh horse?
Yeah, he's got a flesh horse. He's gonna let you ride the Baloney Express.
Yeah.
And
Oh, what? Okay, sure.
he gets a car with no muffler because it's the future. Everyone knows the stereotype. So everyone, when they hear the muffler, runs to it. Straight up runs to the car faster than the car somehow, pulls him out of the driver's seat and is like, you know why you got that muffler? Because you got no dick, son. And they're like, you think you're funny, huh? And they pull down his pants, and lo and behold, they get to see his huge ween, and they're like, oh, let me get a piece of that, and boom, no more virginity. So if you've got a big dick, you should also get no muffler because people will be, in the future at least, in 2035, maybe earlier, people will be like, oh, I know the stereotype, you've got a small wiener, and for some strange reason, they're probably like gym jock bros, because every time someone thinks, you gotta combine the two stereotypes. There's a stereotype of the guy who's got the
You're going
small
on such
dick.
a tangent here, but keep going.
They've got... There's the stereotype. This is gonna get somewhere. The stereotype of the guy with the small dick having the no muffler, right? But then there's also the stereotype of like the gym jocks going like, I bet that guy's a small wiener. Let's pull his pants down and show. And then third stereotype of the people that are size kings or queens. So when they see a big dick, they gotta have sex with it. So you combine those 3 things together, and what do you get? A guy with a big dick and no muffler having the brilliant idea to get no muffler so that those like gym jocks who hopefully happen to be size kings or queens.
Just like drive around 24-hour fitness.
Yeah. And they like pull him out of the driver's seat and say, I bet you got a small dick. And they probably brought their friends because it's no fun doing it one-on-one. Otherwise, it's weird.
Yeah.
So one's pulling down the pants, the other one has the Polaroid camera.
Yeah. And there's like 6 other jocks. And
Yeah, Polaroids came back in 2035.
Yeah. It's Vogue. And like, there's like 10 other people there. So like, even just purely mathematically, one of them is going to be a size king or queen. So then at least one person is fucking your dick.
Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah. See that? I just cracked mathematics.
Who needs Tinder?
I think they need to make like a Beautiful Mind movie, but based on this discovery we had right now. Yeah, and by we, I mean us. And by us, I mean me.
So we have 2 movie ideas.
Yeah, A Beautiful Mind 2, The Dick's Revenge. Better than the fucking first Beautiful Mind movie. You ever seen that shit?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah. She's the same one. She's the same person.
Is something happening on this road?
Maybe they're looking for us.
For
Maybe
once?
that's our CAA person.
Maybe.
It's the CAA guy. He's just a guy in a souped-up Subaru. He's like, yeah, I got some cables.
What are we at, Luke?
He's like
We're
hopped
at
up.
almost 2 hours.
All right, fuck it. I'm getting cold, and I just want to sit in silence for a bit. What?
Yeah, no, that's what it's all saying.
I just don't want to perform because I'm still pissed at this moment.
Yeah.
We'll be fine. If we posted this episode, it means that we were fine.
Yeah. Or
That's,
someone found us.
yeah, someone found us in the snow and was just like, we could at least out of this podcast episode. RealWoman123.
What's that podcast, The White Vault? That's what happened.
I mean, that's basically us in a nutshell,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Have you listened to that podcast?
No, I thought you were just making a joke about how we're all white and terrible.
No.
And belong in a vault.
The White Vault is a...
Except Daryl. I'm sorry, Daryl.
The White Vault is a podcast where it's like a drama where it's like this like outpost in the Arctic in Sweden. They like the whole research team disappeared and the investigative crew like found like recordings and stuff.
So it's just basically like the first 20 minutes of the thing.
It's basically
Kinda, yeah. But like the whole podcast is like this recording came from this date when this person did this, and then you listen to it. It's all taking place
So
after.
they tell you what
everyone's
happens,
died.
and then
Yeah.
they show you what happens.
If I was going into like an outpost in the fucking like Antarctica, I'd fuck with people. I'd just be like, yeah, this is Friday the 21st of August, year of our Lord 2021. Like it would be still present day, so I'd just be fucking with the date immediately. We found a couple of aliens, and I'm about to go out and investigate. They're about red with purple eyes, and most of them are dead. The Swedish team took care of them all. Like, put every blame on the Swedish, but like phrase it as if I don't know they're doing a crime. So then, like, when they listen, they like in 2021 go like, "Hey Swedes, you killed aliens." And the Swedes are like, "Oja come over," or whatever the fuck they say.
We're having a party, or you come over.
That's a great place to end.
Yeah, fuck it. Never mind with my tangent. Bye.
This has been 4 cold people.
Yeah, my name is Tweed.
I'm Daryl.
Luke.
I'm Drew. Bye, everybody.
But